Hi everyone, it's Carrie, aka Nerdy Girl Crates, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. This is the second attempt I had at trying to record this video. It's one of those days. For some reason my mic was not set up, and I guess it was due to the multiple power outages I've been having here lately. Well, today we're going to take a look at Burn the Witch, Volume 1, written by Tite Kubo. Hope I said that right. If that name rings a bell, he is the man behind Bleach. And I heard there's going to be another volume. I'm not sure. But as you can see, it has a nice wraparound cover with the two main characters of Nina and Noel. And I wanted to get into how I felt about this, because I'm a big fan of Bleach, but most of my experience with that has been with the anime, not really the manga. Though I am trying to get my hands on the manga now, which is, as if you have been manga hunting, you know how hard it is to get certain titles, especially box sets. Now this comes with this really unique cover over it. The story itself focuses, like I said, on Noel and Nina. It is set in London, and they work for the Western branch of the Soul Society, but their Soul Society is a little different. It kind of takes a lot more inspiration, in my opinion, from Harry Potter, if I shall say, because their Soul Society is located in a place called Reverse London, which is accessible almost the same way like Hogwarts and all in the train station from Harry Potter is. They go through like a special door that looks like some other regular item, like a phone booth. They kind of dial the phone and they end up in Reverse London. Now, unlike the Soul Reapers of the Bleach world, they hunt something called dragons. Now, these dragons are pretty much similar to hollows, where they're a threat to humanity, and these two girls are tasked with taking them down. Now, there are also other dragons that are not threatening. They're more docile, and Reverse London uses them for different types of tasks, like labor, like communications, etc., transportation. Now, the two main characters I don't think are dead like the Soul Reapers in the Bleach world. They're a lot more like Ichigo, where they have normal lives in regular London. For example, Nina is a pop star, and she seems to be very uncomfortable with that, and she's got a lot of drama going on with that position. Then you have Noel, who's a student, and she's always pursued by this one kid in her class, who we'll get into a little bit later. Both characters are kind of like, for example, Nina is very bitchy. She's demanding. She's aiming to become the top at the Soul Society. There's a lot of qualities about her that annoy me. Meanwhile, Noel is the complete opposite. She's much more quiet, calmer, but at times very boring. I want her to liven up a little more. I mean, you do see glimpses of her with kind of feeling guilty about dragging a boy into their whole situation, and they're always at odds with members of their Soul Society. Now, like I said, it is within the universe of Bleach, but there isn't really much outside of Soul Society and dragons being similar to hollows. There's no like connection with the Japanese equivalent of it. I kind of wish there was. I want like a little more connection to that mythos and a little less trying to borrow off Harry Potter. Just because it's in London doesn't mean everything needs to be like Harry Potter. There are some characters who are higher up in the Soul Society that end up hunting Nina and Noel. They have a lot more interesting qualities to them and backstory that I'd like to see more of than I do with Noel and Nina. The reason they get into hot water with these characters is because the boy I mentioned earlier ends up getting in the middle of a hunt with a dragon, and it turns out a dog he possesses is possessed by one of these dragons. Now, this is where it gets a little where I have a lot of other problems with this story. There's a lot of plot holes. Like, for example, when they explain that these dragons can take over the body of somebody or some animal, once they leave that body, the animal or person is dead. But in this case, when the dragon leaves the dog, it's still around and it still has some type dragon qualities to it, and it's kind of confusing. Like, hello, can you explain this? Like, I know you might think it's minor, but it's hard to, like, look past. Also, this boy who's so in love with Noel, he's kind of like oblivious to the fact that he's in a really bad situation, and he's like love-long to the point where you want to smack him silly until he wakes up. Now, there is an anime coming. There's another book. And I would like to see them expand on this world. This is what I would like to see more of, is maybe kind of like connecting it more to the Bleach without having to completely rely on the characters from Bleach. I do want to see more of the development of these characters in the Soul Society. However, on the same side of that, I want them to kind of like stand out from Bleach, but not rely on like kind of like Harry Potter references, if you know what I'm saying. I kind of want them to like explain more why they're different than the Soul Reapers in Japan. I want to see more world building. I want to explain more why there's dragons that aren't a threat when there's dragons that are, because there isn't like a situation with hollows, unless they're supposed to be like the human spirits from Bleach. I need more from this. I really do. It's disappointing. I really want to like it because I am a fan of Bleach, but it's not getting off to a good start. And like I said, I want more likable qualities about these two main characters. One's too boring, the other one's too bitchy. Some of their supporting characters are very annoying. You have one guy who passed out all these missions to them, who's kind of like their comic relief, but it's not coming off very funny. The boy needs to wake up and realize what his situation is. I'm more interested in the people who are higher up in the Soul Society than I am in the main characters. It's kind of like they're following the same also route with Bleach. These two main characters find themselves in hot water with the Soul Society, like Ichigo and Rukia did, because of Ichigo getting her powers. But we shall see. So let me know. What did you think of Burn the Witch? Did you like it? Did you not like it? Are you looking forward to the anime? Go ahead and comment down below. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Hit that notification bell, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.